All right, fam. What's good? What's good, y'all? We live, man. I'm here for the Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola fight right here, man. I'm still in the 12th round. I got like a minute and 20 seconds to go. Andy Ruiz is pushing the action right now. Pushing the action right now. Working behind his jab, trying to get close to Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola back on the back foot, moving. Andy Ruiz is trying to get close, using that jab as a range finder so he can unleash them combinations like he been doing all fight. Man, oh man. What a fight. Andy Ruiz been knocked down in this fight. That's crazy. That's crazy. Both men clutching up right now. I got 50 seconds left in the fight. 50 seconds. Andy Ruiz mocked up, man. Fast. Oh, good right hands from Andy Ruiz. He looked like he trying to finish it strong. Arreola trying to get back in within range. Ooh, good jab from Arreola. Ooh, good retaliation from Andy Ruiz. Both men in the middle of the ring, just slugging it out, trying to deliver down the stretch. Look at this. Oh yeah, both men. Oh yeah, both men tied now, but they just slugging it out down the stretch. I got 18 seconds left right here in the fight. 18 seconds, y'all. I'm at 18 seconds. It's about to finish it out. I got Andy Ruiz up and well about to win this fight. With 8 seconds left, pushing forward, pushing forward. Ooh, good combination towards the end. Last 5 seconds. It's over. It's over. It is over. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got Andy Ruiz pulling out that round 2. So on my scorecard, man, I got Andy Ruiz winning this fight, man. Good fight, man. Good fight. Good fight. Oh, good fight, good fight, fans. What y'all think about this one, man? Andy Ruiz pulling it out, the new and improved Andy Ruiz. Well, I ain't called it yet. We're going to sit here and wait for the call. But at least on my scorecard, man, I had Andy Ruiz pulling this fight out, man. Pretty much from round 5 on down, or maybe say round 4 on down. It was pretty much all Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz being knocked down for the second time in his career in the second round here, man, eating a chopping right hand to the top of the head that put him down for the second time in his career. Marquise, what's up, fam? You say that was a good fight, man. Andy pulled it out. Yeah. Okay, that's a good look, man. Andy about to pull it out. Well, let's hear the call. Let's hear the call. Let me get it real quick. I got him winning this fight, and he should. Let me tally up this score real quick. Let me see. 85, 95, 105. I got 115 for Andy Ruiz, 84, 93, 102. Oh, man. And 111. Yep. So, yeah, I got Andy Ruiz pulling this fight out right here. I got 111 for Chris Arreola, man. Chris Arreola gave a good effort, man. He put Andy Ruiz on his ass, man. He put Andy Ruiz on his ass. Let me see if we can get this call real quick, fam. Let's see if we can get this real quick. Total punches landed. Andy Ruiz, 161 punches landed out of 626 thrown. 109 punches landed from Chris Arreola from 521 punches thrown. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Chris Arreola, 40 years old, throwing all them punches. Total power punches, 75 landed from Chris Arreola from 245 thrown. Andy Ruiz, 106 landed from 238 power punches thrown, man. Andy Ruiz had to dig deep, man. He had to knock that rust off. Hey, man, it was looking a little iffy in the beginning, man. I had Chris Arreola coming out in this fight super strong. Of course, with the knockdown in the second round, then hurting Andy Ruiz at several points throughout the fight, and including the second round. Hey, Slim, I wasn't sure. I gave the first round to Andy Ruiz, though, y'all. I gave the first round to Andy Ruiz. I thought he had to knock some rust off, but he connected with some good right hands going down the stretch, man. Second round, man, of course, the knockdown for Chris Arreola. Right hand to the top of the head, man. Caught Andy Ruiz while he was ducking, trying to get low. You know what I'm saying? I think they made the call. Okay, we're about to make the call now.
Gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge ringside, Zachary Young scores the bout 117 to 110.
117, 110.
And Dr. Lou Moret both scored the bout 118 to 109. All three.
118 to 109.
Of the WBA Heavyweight World Title Eliminator, Andy the Destroyer Ruiz.
Not a surprise here. I gave it to him, man. I gave it to him. He had to dig deep, man. He had to dig deep to get it, y'all. He had to dig deep to get it. I'm going to tell y'all straight like that, man. But Andy did a good job, you know what I'm saying? But there's some questions. There's some questions. We all know what this was about tonight, y'all. This was about getting a good look at the new and improved Andy Ruiz, man. So did we like what we see up in there tonight? What did we see? What we going to say about punch resistance? What we going to say about power? You know what I'm saying? We gonna get there. But first off, man, let's just say about this fight tonight, man. Chris Arreola put a good effort, man. He put in a good effort. Arreola, man, stayed on the outside, used the ring for a lot of portions of tonight, using his jab, looking for opportunities to looking for most of his opportunities from the outside. He had to take away the hand speed of Andy Ruiz. He couldn't stay all up on top of him fighting that phone booth fight. Andy Ruiz all night long was trying to use his jab to get within range. As soon as he get within range, pip, pop, pop, pip, pop, pop, three-piece combinations. Andy's hands, fast. Looking even faster now that he slimmed down somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Fast-ass hands, no doubt about it, man. The question is, though, I got to wonder, though, and Chris Arreola been put away 3 times so far. You know what I'm saying? I thought Andy Ruiz, with a lot of leather that he was landing, I thought he could have probably put Chris Arreola away. No. And then, Andy Ruiz, once again, been out of the ring for a long period of time. So has Chris Arreola. Both men been inactive since 2019. Chris Arreola been more inactive than Andy Ruiz. But I'm just saying, I know he got to knock the ring rust off, but I was expecting, and I think most of us was expecting, and I think they played a poll early on in the broadcast. Most of us was expecting for a stoppage from Andy Ruiz tonight. It just would have been a good statement. But Chris Arreola buzzing around on the outside, trying to use his jab, big right hands. The chopping right hand was his best shot tonight. He was throwing like a chopping right hand, like it was going like downwards, because Andy Ruiz, he kept ducking low early on in the fight, and I guess he was ducking low trying to get that jab off downstairs. But every time he was ducking low, Chris Arreola was just waiting for him to hit him with one of them big chopping down with right hands. That's the joint that put him down. But Andy Ruiz, he got around it, man. I gave the 3rd round to Chris Arreola. I gave the 2nd round to Chris Arreola. 4th round, I gave it to Andy Ruiz. 5th round to Andy Ruiz. 6th round to Chris Arreola. 7th round to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz for the rest of the fight, for that matter. See, that thing at that portion of the fight, once you got to about the middle rounds, man, Chris Arreola started to run out of gas. He started to let Andy Ruiz get within range, control the distance, control the range, get off when he wanted. Chris Arreola stopped getting off as much. Couldn't see them opportunities as clear as he was seeing them at the beginning of the fight. He was doing a good job early on, man. He was keeping Andy at bay. I mean, he was picking his shots. He was picking his opportunities. But he just couldn't sustain it, man. He couldn't sustain it. And he hurt Andy Ruiz several times. He had Andy on shaky legs, man, early on in this fight. Wasn't sure if Andy was going to make it out. Andy had to hit him voices in his head to say, hey, man, I can't. Not after what happened last time. I can't, not right now. So, of course, the criticism is going to come at him for the knockdown. But at the end of the day, he dug deep. And he pulled it out, man, and he finished the fight strong. Anybody else on the top floor? Well, let's just say it would have been a different type night. But like I said, ring rust, man. He been out of the ring for a long time, man. Let me see what y'all talking about, man. Tough win for Ruiz, says Lil Johnny TV, man. Very tough. He had to dig deep. Man. One thing I was impressed with Ruiz tonight is conditioning. Conditioning looked good. Looked like he ain't tired. He wasn't wheezing. You know what I'm saying? Chris Arreola, 40-year-old Chris Arreola. Of course, he gassed out tonight. But as for Andy Ruiz, if you're wondering if he looked lazy or if he looked conditioning or stamina was an issue, he punched his way all the way through the championship rounds. He didn't look like he was, slugging off or anything like that. I got to give him that. Now, of course, he slowed down and he got tired in the 12th when they punched themselves out. But by that point, what's to expect? But for the most part, he kind of cruised through this fight at a good punching pace. He didn't gas out. So his conditioning did look pretty good, if anything. You know what I'm saying? But the power, I just thought that he put some punches on Chris Arreola. And he put them 3-piece combinations, them bing, bing, bangs on him. You know what I'm saying? He got them bing, bing, bangs. Once he used that jab, he get close, bing, bing, bang. But it didn't look like it was strong. And maybe, like I said, it could be from inactivity. So I guess we gotta wait and see. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wait and see. Muttley, what's up, man? Arreola hurt his left shoulder. Ruiz did not look like a champion. I mean, Arreola, what was that, the 8th round? He took a shot to the back, like right here. He said he got hit in the wing. He took a shot to the wing, and I thought it affected his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? But he said he was fine. Of course, he's gonna say that to the ref while the ref is hanging around. He don't want nothing to stop the fight or whatever. But he told his trainer, Goosen, even told Goosen, like, I'm fine. And then he came out and it looked like in about around 11, a little further down in the fight, like about round 11. And it looked like because he did some type of motion, looked like he hurt himself again. But once again, that's when the ref came over and he said, I'm fine. So, I mean, he said he was fine down the stretch and whatnot. And the way he shrugged it off, like, it's nothing. So I guess we got to take it for what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But he did look like his jab did look like it lost a lot of pepper at that point. And yeah, his punch output, man, it was already kind of dropping at that point, but it really dropped off after the 8th round. You know what I'm saying? Aside from a few wobbles and a knockdown, Ruiz was tagging Arreola up like it was nothing. Yeah, that's why I said he was using his jab, getting within range, letting 3-piece combinations go. Early on, he had to knock the rust off, man. He got dropped by that chopping right hand, trying to dip low, got a chopping right hand to the top of the head. Even went through hell for the remainder of that round. You know, he stood on his feet, almost went down again. Stood on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Chris Arreola, I thought, got the best of the exchanges in the next round as well. So, you know, he wasn't all the way there. But once he kind of got his legs back under, yeah, he was cool. You know what I'm saying? He started getting into his little motion, getting into his little rhythm of, like I said, using that jab. Once he got clear, Chris Arreola couldn't do nothing with his hand speed. And Andy Ruiz's hand speed was just pop, boom, boom, boom. And Arreola knew that he couldn't do nothing with it. So he decided to stay on the outside to try to take it away from him. Like I said, the problem was as the fight progressed, Arreola started to get tired and those opportunities didn't seem to be appearing for him no more. He couldn't get those right hands in there as clean no more. Andy was getting off much more than Arreola going down the stretch. But that was he put in a valiant performance. Bruce, what's up, fam? What you think about tonight's fight, man? What you think about tonight's fight? The judges can suck my yeah, man. Them scorecards was way off, champ. Way off, man. But you know, they wasn't gonna do that, man. You seen what happened to Derek to show earlier. Y'all know what it is. Chris Arreola ain't got no marketability. This supposed to have been the Andy show, man. They wasn't gonna take that away, man. If Andy, it probably would have took Arreola. They had to put Andy down and to make sure he walked away with that win tonight. But you know, this was the Andy show, man. You know, they was gonna make sure that it was gonna be an uphill climb for Arreola. But good performance from Arreola, man. Good performance. I'm shocked he ain't hang it up. If he might did. I missed the post-fight interview, so I'm not sure if Arreola hung it up or not. I don't know if he did, man. Oh, you already, man, out of DC, son, all day, man. Appreciate you, man. DC on deck, man. That's right, dog. Northeast DC, man. Northeast DC, bro. I appreciate you, man. Salute to you, man. Welcome to the fam, bro. Welcome to the fam, man. Much love. What's that say? Dorsey boys. Dorsey boys. You know what I'm saying? All right. Dorsey boys. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Who won? Who won, man? It's Andy Ruiz pulled this one out, champ. Andy Ruiz pulled this one out, man. Pulled it out by a margin, getting knocked down for the second time in his career, by the second fight in his career. Anthony Joshua knocked him down the first time, second time happening tonight. You know what I'm saying? They was a little bit more respectful to each other. Looked like they were scared to trade. Canelo trainer going to turn Andy to a boxer, a defense fighter. I mean, I wonder, was he just in a fat loss camp, man? You know what I'm saying? Because of course, like I said, his conditioning and his little physique didn't change, and yeah, he looking like he good. His little stature didn't change, but the power ain't looking like it ain't devastating, man. I need to see some power behind those combinations. If he gonna get back in there with the elite level, if we comparing them to the elite level, we talking about the AJs and the Wilders and the top floor. No, that power got to get a little bit more for Andy, man. And he put a lot on Chris. And Arreola just a tough cookie. You know what I'm saying? Arreola just a tough cookie. And I get it. He could take a bunch of punches, but he's been stopped 3 times in his career. And I thought Andy could have did it, man. King Costa in the super chat, man. Much love to you, family. Much love. Thank you for your support. Much love and appreciation, man. You're already, man. I missed out, man. What the fight looked like, man. It looked like Andy Ruiz had to knock off some rust. You know what I'm saying? He had to knock off some rust and got knocked down. You know what I mean? Had to wake up, had to get woke up for a second. And when he got woke up, you know what I mean? He kind of got into his little rhythm, turned into the typical Andy Ruiz. You know what I mean? Got them fast hands, them fast combinations. It's going to be something, man. Now, at the end of the day, you know, they put him on pay-per-view, so we see what they want to do with Andy. They want to keep Andy in the limelight. They want to keep Andy right there. So what they going to do? They're going to put him in there with Deontay Wilder? They're going to put him in there with who? They're going to try to get him that Anthony Joshua fight back? What we talking about? You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe they're going to get him a couple more soft touches. I don't think he's quite ready yet from what I seen in it tonight. If they smart, they give Andy another mid-tier. And then they make sure that he is where he need to be. Right now, tonight, it just looked like somebody who had to knock off some rust. He had to get his time. He had to get back into the groove. It took him a round or two to get back into the groove. Still kind of learning with Reynoso. You know what I'm saying? If they smart, I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I mean, tonight, from what I seen tonight, he ain't ready for no Deontay Wilder. He's just not ready for no Deontay Wilder. And I want to see what his punch resistance really like. I mean, to be knocked down by Chris Arreola, I mean, losing that much weight, coming down as the slimmer version of Andy Ruiz, punch resistance. Can he take a punch as good as he used to? I mean, he got knocked down by Chris Arreola, fam. Thumbs up for the homie tonight. Y'all hit that thumbs up for the homie, man. And if y'all just seeing me for the first time, man, go ahead and subscribe, man. I'm MainmanMademan. We talk that real spill over here, man. All day, man. All day. Hit the thumbs up for the homie, dog. It's 1 o'clock in the morning out here in DC, man. The best that y'all can do for the homie is hit that thumbs up while we talk about this good sport, man. You know what I'm saying? I heard Chris got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. You know, I don't think he got robbed. I don't know about the judges' scorecards. Can't say I agree with those, but at the end of the day, I can't say it was a robbery. You know what I'm saying? I say it was I'll say Andy Ruiz pulled this out. I definitely say Andy Ruiz pulled this out, man. Hey, man, fam, just like the fam say, man, like my guy Bruce Gold say, and salute to your fam and thank you for the support, man. Over 700 watching. Only 27 thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up for the homie, man. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell icon and rock out with me, man. Rock out with the homie. Come on, y'all. Hit the thumbs up for the homie. It's 1 a.m. out here in the DMV. You know what I'm saying? What's good, man? I appreciate that, Bruce. All day, man. Much love to the fam. Y'all already know. Y'all already know, man. Salute to all of y'all that's popping up in this joint tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, man. Hey, my main man, 100 grand Myron Magnus in the building. Boxing Logics United. Peace and pugilism to the fam. What's up, fam? You enjoy the fights tonight, man? Hey, yo, champ. Ruiz looked okay after 2 years off. Need a few more fights to adjust to the team and to the weight. Yeah, man. You know, you got to get down with Reynoso, man. You do got to get the whole rhythm down with them. It's going to take a minute. That's why I say I seen a fight in there trying to lose some rust tonight, trying to get used to things. But I still got to also wonder, man, bro, being knocked down by Chris Arreola it just makes me wonder, man. But he still got to get back his rhythm. He still got to get certain things back. But towards the end of the fight tonight, he started to look more Andy. He started to look like the more complete Andy that we all know. Started to connect more, find his range, find his distance, get comfortable, and started to dictate the pace of the fight. When Arreola was pushing Andy Ruiz back on his back foot is where he was most vulnerable tonight. Whenever he was kind of getting pushed back, he couldn't get his timing off. He couldn't get them combinations off the way he wanted. He wasn't counter-punching in combination either. He was more so leading off and had to come forward and dictate to get within range and then land his bang, bang, bangs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man. But I've seen a fight in there tonight that had to definitely knock off some rust. You know what I'm saying? And once again, before he put him on there on the top floor, might want to just hold on for a minute. Just let him kind of get it all down. You know what I'm saying? Get it on down. You know what I mean? Lion Bar in the building. What's up, man? What's going on, man? What's going on to the fam? I see everybody up in this joint, man. I see everybody. Muhammad Tola, what's up with you, man? He say, yo, man, the question is, will Reynoso keep improving Ruiz with every fight? Yeah, man. I mean, it's a good step in the right direction, man. I can't see how it does no harm for him. You know what I'm saying? Keeping Canelo around him, picking up little pointers, and Eddy Reynoso seem to be running a winning team over there right now. I can't see how it do no harm. It seemingly keep him focused and keeping him getting his conditioning back intact. So right now it's doing nothing but working for him, and it's a plus for him. Coming back and looking like he's looking in the night. Let's see if he can build on it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to build on it. And I think that he come back and get another good, decent win. then all of those big fights should be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think right now, man. I think let him get his confidence back under him a little bit more. Let him get a little. I mean, after being knocked down tonight, he's still gonna probably have some questions in his head. And throwing him in there with the top dogs right now, I just don't think it's the right move. I think they need to you know, one more mid-tier, and then he'll be ready to go. Luis Ortiz. What do we think about Luis Ortiz? Matter of fact, fam, let's look at the boxing rankings real quick, man. Let's take a look at the boxing rankings and let's see where Andy Ruiz sit at in the grand scheme of things. I got him right here ready to go. Check this out, man. Yo, hit that thumbs up for me tonight, man. We got over 1,000 people up in this joint tonight, fam. Yo, man, hit that thumbs up, man. Thumbs up for the homie, man. And go ahead and subscribe, man, and rock out with me. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see, man. Let's see where Andy's sitting at in the grand scheme of things. So Andy tonight fought in the WBA eliminator. So let's look at the WBA first. You know, we got Joshua up there, the champion, man. And of course, man, he owe Andy Ruiz a third fight, man. Forget what anybody talking about. You can't have it 1-1 and just leave it right there, man. He got to give Andy Ruiz that third fight. But looking at where Andy at tonight, man, in the WBA, he rated 5th, man. And he just took on Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola down here rated 8th. So he took out a top 10 dude. You know what I'm saying? Top 10 dude in the sanctioning body, which should keep him up there and getting him good opposition. Now, if you look at it, he right here next to Luis Ortiz, man. No politics right here, man. That can be a very possible fight, a real dangerous fight for Andy. An extremely dangerous fight for Andy. A patient southpaw, but an aging Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? A dangerous fight. I don't know. I mean, I think this is a good fight. I like to see it. I don't think no politics come here. It's a top 2, top 5 rated fighters. If not, then what are you gonna go straight to Deontay Wilder? Of course, we already know what the Deontay Wilder situation depend on. Of course, if Tyson Fury can't escape Deontay Wilder, we going right there. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, first and foremost. But if Tyson Fury manages to find some sort of loophole or whatever to crawl up out of, you know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to do, paying his lawyers millions of dollars to make it happen. Well, if he doesn't, if he finds some hole to crawl out of, then of course Deontay Wilder will be free. Don't suggest it right away, but I mean, look, if it makes sense, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? 2 top 5 rated heavyweights in the WBA. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Now, that's only if Deontay Wilder also don't want to turn his attention over here to the WBC and what's going on. And we know that Deontay Wilder is what? He's number 1? Well, number 1 in the WBC? Well, that's okay. Dillian White right here. Okay, I thought Dillian White was number 1, but he the interim champion. Deontay might set his sights there. It all depends, you know what I'm saying? But even so much, man, I don't think that he should go ahead and I think he needs to stay away from Bomb Squad right now. If Andy is smart, you know what I'm saying? Luis Ortiz just make the perfect sense right now. It's a good fight. It's a good heavyweight scrap right there. 2 top 5 contenders right there in the sanctioning body. Also over here in the WBC, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Luis Ortiz number 3, Andy Ruiz number 4. These 2 names are rated real close to each other, man. I mean, fight fans, are y'all ready to throw him in there right away with the top floor? I mean, y'all really want to throw him in there right now with the top floor, or y'all want him to continue to develop under the tutelage of Eddy Reynoso and standing right next to Canelo Alverez? I mean, which one would y'all really want? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Thumbs up for the homie, man. Thumbs up for the homie. I'm going to scroll up through some of these comments, man. Yes, sir. Andy pulled it out, man. Andy pulled it out, man. Somebody say Andy is elite. Andy is elite. Andy is elite. I see. We'll see. Can't say if he elite right now. You know what I'm saying? Not after just beating on Chris Arreola and being knocked down. Can't say he elite right now, champ. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Chris wasn't complaining about the ruling. He was complaining about the judges giving him only 2 rounds. Damn. Yeah, that's let you know the way they was going. That's a bad call if they only gave him 2 rounds. How you only want to give him 2 rounds? Let me look at my card real quick, man. 2 rounds. Shit, that's a joke, bro. Hey, look, man. I gave Chris Arreola round 2, of course, that's a given. Round 3. And I also gave him round 6. I gave him round 6. 2, 3, and 6. I gave him like a good 3 rounds. Number 1, round 1 could have been debatable either way. You know what I'm saying? The problem was he started to run out of gas, man. He started to let Andy get off, man. He started to let Andy get off too much, get too comfortable, find his rhythm. Get within range. Andy was throwing a beautiful jab to the stomach, slow Chris Arreola ass down. He started to put more downstairs on Chris Arreola. That and plus the 40 years old. I mean, hey, what y'all expect? You know what I'm saying? Yo, Muhammad Tola say, yo, Oh damn, that don't just skipped. I just clicked your name, fam, and it just skipped on me, man. My bad, fam. I find you though. I know you in there somewhere, man. Everybody up in this joint, man. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk in the building, man. Everybody that hear the sound in my voice, check out the homie right here, man. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, real live boxing channel right there. Bring it to you in an entertaining way all day. You know what I'm saying? Muttley say, yo, man. Arreola did retire, but he still owed Al Heyman money. So y'all talking to one another. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't get into the mix of the conversation. We're going to keep on going. It was a good performance tonight, man. Chris Arreola ain't got to hold his head, but I just think that ain't nothing really left for him. He got him a pay-per-view fight, you know what I'm saying, against Andy Ruiz. Ain't nobody else Chris Arreola beating, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I said I didn't see his post-fight interview. I'm surprised he didn't retire tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? He put in a good effort, man. Man, Bronx said, yo, man, Andy is trash, man. And he got Andy knocking off Russ, man. Knocking off Russ. He say Andy is trash off the jump. Hey, Muhammad Hamatola say, okay. I wish I could understand that, fam, but big ups. I know his love, you know what I'm saying? Already, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of it's a lot of y'all out there just going against Andy Ruiz, man. Y'all wasn't happy with that performance tonight. You know what I'm saying? What kind of the rankings are these, man? Where's Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua's the champion, bro. We just looking at the rankings. If I scroll up just a little bit, he right there, man. There you go. And don't forget your man, Anthony Joshua. Oh, Andy Ruiz, a third fight. We ain't going to forget that. If he needs something to do, if he can't land Tyson Fury, look, man, he can go ahead and get Alexander Usyk out the way. And then after that, who knows, man? Maybe Andy will be ready to go. We ain't going to forget he got a victory over Anthony Joshua. That's his claim to fame. You know what I'm saying? That's his claim to fame. Man. Chris Arreola, man, 40 years old, man, knocking down Andy Ruiz, the second fighter to ever knock down Andy Ruiz, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. You say, man, the right man won, but this was disappointing, man. Andy got to step it up. He got to step it up. That's going to have to improve. Those type of performances definitely going to have to improve. I mean, once again, my questions is still ain't answered about his punch resistance, and my questions ain't answered about how good is his power at this newfound, weight loss, at this newfound Andy. You know what I mean? So one of the things I always said, the reason, even though he came in there looking like a big and out of shape and everything against Anthony Joshua, I thought the reason that he figured like he can do that because he wanted more punching power, or he thought he was punching more harder. I mean, of course, he got lazy and everything like that, but I think he really thought that he was going to be a harder puncher. Right? Tonight, he put a lot of punches on Chris Arreola, 40-year-old Chris Arreola. Anybody else on the top floor tonight, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, they would have wiped Chris Arreola out. We already seen what Deontay did. Needless to say, I forgot. We already seen that episode. So I'm just saying, man, and Andy Ruiz, he does this thing where he likes to come forward and he likes to scoop forward. And in his head movements, if it doesn't stay consistent by him scooting forward, like needing to get in range to unleash them combinations, he puts himself in a lot of harm's way. You know what I'm saying? Put himself like that in front of Deontay Wilder, man. It's just not smart. Man. Yo, man, Joshua is a world-class athlete. Chris Arreola had war experience, man. Andy looked soft, man. Yeah, it's just, I ain't gonna say he looked soft. I can't say that, man. He dug deep. He got up from being knocked down. You know what I'm saying? He did get knocked down, and he made it through that second round. Second round wasn't easy for Andy to make it through, man. So he got his legs under him. He recovered. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much went on about a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a good 6-round winning streak. You know what I'm saying? Straight 6 rounds, nonstop. I from round 6 to round 12. I say that was pretty much all Andy. You know what I'm saying? At that point, Chris Arreola just wasn't getting off enough no more. His opportunities wasn't coming no more. What he was doing early on in the fight, and even when he was winning some of the most of the exchanges early on in the fight, like he looked like the stronger fighter. But all of that kind of buzzed out after about like round 6. You know what I'm saying? Andy was able to get in range, get comfortable, let them 3-piece combinations go. You know what I'm saying? I can't say he looked soft. He dug deep. Now, like I said, anybody else in there tonight? I mean, but look, man, when the last time Andy fought? December, I think it was December 2019. And then Chris Arreola fought even earlier than that. So these dudes been out of the ring for a long ass time, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand, man, these dudes got ring rust on them. I mean, especially Andy. Not to mention he's still learning on the job, allegedly. Well, learning some new things or adding some new things onto his style on the job. New coach, new environment. We'll see if this what the new Andy do. But I'm not convinced that he belongs on the top floor right now. If Chris wasn't so tough, Andy would have knocked him out more than 3 times. I'm not. Yeah, Chris is tough. Chris is tough as nails, man. And that's what got him. That kept him on his feet. You know what I'm saying? That definitely kept him on his feet. But anybody else, I mean, come on, man. Look, like I said, man. Anybody else on the Anthony Joshua, anybody else, man, they'd stop Chris Arreola tonight. Chris Arreola pretty much stopped really functioning after round 6. And Andy was able to fight much more comfortably after like round 6. After round 6, Andy was in the zone. Andy was just, like I said, finding his jab downstairs. He was touching Chris downstairs. Chris couldn't pull the trigger as much as he was doing early on in the fight. The chopping right hands that he was doing so good just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Andy started winning most of the exchanges. Andy took some time off towards the mid to end of the fight too at certain points of the round. But at the end of the day, he still was the more active fighter, and he was getting off more, and he was landing more clean and throwing in combinations. Bing, bing, bing. You know what I'm saying? Bing, bing, bing. You know what I'm saying? He needs to go back to 268. Yeah, you think you need to put on a couple more pounds? You don't like to slim it down, Andy Ruiz, man? I just want to see. I ain't convinced with that punch resistance right now, man. To be knocked down by Chris Arreola, if you taking away anything tonight, punch resistance. That's the big question. Even if you believe that Andy was never the most powerful fighter to begin with, because even Big Andy was still a combination puncher, still the same version of him we've seen tonight. Ain't really much change on Andy. It's just that it can be argued if he was a bit more stronger. But punch resistance, that's the golden question. I mean, but he been knocked down. I mean, got knocked down against Anthony Joshua, came back up on him and pulled that fight out. But I don't want to go too deep on it, man. Punch resistance is my big question, though. I mean, to be knocked down by Chris Arreola. Anthony Joshua is one thing. Chris Arreola, that's another. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Tola says, yo, man, I think Ruiz's power is suspect. He caught Arreola with clean punches that should have put him down. You think so? You think the power took a hit with this weight loss? That we see, that's what and this is what the thing about tonight's fight was about. Getting the answers about whether Andy should be progressing to the top floor. Y'all still got lingering questions, man. I mean, he should have put Chris away, man. Most of y'all, hey, come on, y'all can keep it real with me, man. Did y'all not have Andy Ruiz at least stopping Chris Arreola in 6 to 7 rounds tonight? Did not most of the fight fans have him stopping him at least 6 and 7 tonight? Y'all would have been much more assured with that performance. I don't know, man. Luis Ortiz and Andy Ruiz, man. Let me take a glance at these boxing rankings again. Looking at these boxing rankings again, man. Andy Ruiz and Luis Ortiz is just the one that's just screaming out to make. Unless we talking about Andy Ruiz and Adam Kaunaki. What about that? Adam Kaunaki also, he just recently defeated Chris Arreola. That was a matter of fact, that was Chris Arreola's last fight, Adam Kaunaki. So what about Adam Kaunaki and Andy Ruiz? Is that another good one to get back into the mix? I like that. But that was talked about it once upon a time. Supposed to have been like Battle of the Fat Boys or something like that. Andy Ruiz versus Adam Kaunaki. Adam Kaunaki got back into the win column. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. After suffering that loss he took, I think it makes sense. I mean, both of these dudes on the same with the same networks and everything like that. What about Adam Kaunaki and Andy Ruiz? How we liking that? How we liking that fight? That's another good one for him to kind of get back into the man. Adam Kaunaki is a hungry fighter and not a bad fighter. He can be argued to have fast hands, but his conditioning is another problem. I think Andy Ruiz is take advantage of Kaunaki's conditioning. Down the stretch, I can see him outboxing and just piecing Kaunaki up, man. But Kaunaki is tough, and y'all know Kaunaki keeps on coming. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a real good fight. What do y'all think about that one? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that one? Ruiz Jr. Versus Joseph Parker 2 should be next. You think he should get his revenge versus Joseph Parker? I like that too. I got Andy, man, beating what I seen with Joseph Parker tonight. I got Andy beating him, man. I had Andy beating him in the first fight. I like to see that. Let him get his revenge back. Ruiz came in heavy against AJ, thinking he can use the weight. There was a video buying weight gainer before the fight. I wouldn't be surprised if that was part of the strategy. But shit, man, and I know that's gonna be on his mind, his power tonight. I mean, like I said, man, Chris Arreola should have went bye-bye, but he didn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go nowhere. For anybody who wondering who just coming in late, man, hit that thumbs up for the homie, man. Yeah, man, Andy Ruiz pulled this out, man. Unanimous decision, man. Andy Ruiz pulled this out, man. There's a lot of talk about the judges' scorecards. Like I said, I gave Chris Arreola, man, a surefire 3 to 4 rounds, man. But the rest was mostly Andy Ruiz. And I mean, if y'all saying the judge only gave him 2 rounds, maybe I would probably gave him rounds 2 and round 3. I ain't got the judge's scorecard in front of him, but 2 and 3 is to me was sure rounds for Chris Arreola. But he also pulled out around in round 6, man. I gave him round 6. And even at that point, man, I had Chris Arreola up through 6. You know what I'm saying? 57 and 55. I had him up. My final score was 115. I had it 115 to 111 in favor of Andy Ruiz on my final scorecard. But you know what I'm saying? I had him up. Hey, Preacher Dead say this Eddy Reynoso's fault, man. Nah, man. Hey, give him some time. Y'all ain't willing to give him no time. What's going on, man? Y'all ain't willing to give Andy no time. Y'all want Andy back in the fire ASAP, man. Ruiz won on points all day. Ruiz won on points, fam. Ruiz won on points. You know what I'm saying? Andy could have done better if it wasn't for Reynoso. You think he should have stayed with Robles, Preacher David? That's what you saying? Y'all ain't even giving it time, man. I say y'all got to give it some time, man. Let it mature. Ain't nothing, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I'm saying? Let it mature. Let it see if it bears some fruit. I mean, him and a slimmer version of himself, the conditioning part is just one aspect of it. Now he got to get strong and stay lean. You know what I'm saying? Stay as lean as he is. We'll see if it work out, man. But I'm just saying, man, punch resistance is the one big question on my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the one, being knocked down by Chris Arreola. But you know what I'm saying? But like I said, ring rust did play a part. Ruiz got fast hands when he plants his feet. He got damn fast hands. Very fast hands. You know what I'm saying? That's what led him to a victory tonight. But once again, fast hands, but he got to get within range to let those hands go. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Andy Ruiz, he don't do a lot of lunging shots. He waits, he patiently uses that jab, and if he got to touch you first. Once he touches you, then he gets there and he let him go. You know what I'm saying? But if he don't touch you, he ain't letting no just wild combinations go. But going backwards tonight, when Chris Arreola was pushing him backwards, Andy didn't look nearly the same. Andy looked good coming forward, being comfortable and posing himself. See, we get fooled in a lot of cases with a lot of fights when fighters fight comfortably or they fighting against an opponent that allows them to fight comfortably. So you be like, damn, yeah, he look awesome. He look good. Nah, that fighter sitting there allowing him to fight. Andy was allowed to get back into his rhythm. Chris Arreola, after about rounds 5 and 6, he started to let Andy kind of get back into his rhythm, control the range, control the distance, allow those combinations, punches. You know, he was taking too many jabs to the stomach. He couldn't let his hands go as much no more, moving around. He started bumbling on his footwork a lot. And he started to get more comfortable. A lot of the other top fighters at the heavyweight ain't going to let him get that comfortable that soon. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm telling y'all. He realized that himself, that he's working with the best trainers in the world. He'll get those belts again. Trust. Okay. I think he get one more, man. If y'all willing to give him one more after that, that's it. If not, if y'all ready to throw him into the fire right now, hey, so be it. But if y'all willing to give him one more, that's it. After that, he going into the fire. He got to go into the top floor. After that, he got to go into the top floor because he getting pay-per-view treatment, man. They giving him pay-per-view treatment. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to get the people up and they're gonna have to deliver that big show for Andy. So it's either gonna be what? Deontay Wilder is gonna be who? What? Anthony Joshua? I wanted to be Joshua. I want Joshua to be first on the list. I mean, look, man. You can't leave 1-1 on the table. You just can't do it. And I don't look. Joshua skated away in that rematch. He slimmed down. He turned into twinkle toes. He started boxing. Andy blew up in weight, tried to get strong, whatever, and went too far, got lazy. That wasn't perhaps maybe even the best version of each man. I mean, my thing is Joshua did a good thing in preparing his game plan and coming in slimming and moving. But now that Andy is this Andy, it'll be interesting. How does that go out? You know what I'm saying? Joshua got to get that third fight up, man. Somehow, some way. They got to, before it's all said and done, man. You can't just leave that on the table like that, man. Can't just I hate when fighters do that, man. You got a trilogy right there in front of you, man, and you just leave that on the table. Andy Ruiz is not a great heavyweight. Tyson Fury would eat his ass up. Give him time. Give him time. You know what I'm saying? Give him time. We'll see. We'll see, man. Give him time. Let's see what Reynoso can produce, man. To be fair, though, Andy had a long layoff and a new trainer. People got to relax. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? We can't jump the gun, y'all. I mean, the man ain't been in the ring since December of 2019. 2000, he got a new trainer. You know what I'm saying? He came in looking like the worst version of himself that we seen in that last fight. The money went to him, man. He got the money and went crazy. Got the money and went crazy. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that still don't change the fact that he got a victory over Anthony Joshua. If he get himself back into contention, he deserves to get that. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, man. We'll see, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. Much love to the fam, man. Much love to everybody. Hit that thumbs up for me, man. Hey, bro, he needs to actually box and stop brawling because that chin is freaking sus for Ruiz, man. Yeah, I mean, hey, he's always been a boxer, though. He's always been a combination puncher. He ain't never really been much of a brawler, and even in tonight, early on in the fight, Chris Arreola was getting the best of the exchanges. You know what I'm saying? He went to his first instinct, and that was the box. Eddy Reynoso had him in the corner like, nah. We're not going to get into this big fight with Chris Arreola. 40-year-old or not. Nah. You got to get back on your box. They wanted him to box. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's his first instinct anyway. That's who Andy Ruiz is, man. Andy Ruiz, his issue has always been stamina and dedication and discipline, you know, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's always been Andy Ruiz's issue. Some say that's the reason why he lost to Joseph Parker, because gassing out in that fight. You know what I'm saying? If he was just in a better shape, Mike could have edged it out. Shit, man, Bob Arum got rid of Andy Ruiz behind that one, man. Big mistake on Bob part, but that's what happened. And maybe that's why they attacked his conditioning so hard. Like, let's get that under wraps now, man. Let's make sure that he can get through a 12-round fight, punching strong and still, you know, delivering combination punching in rounds 9 and rounds 10 and round 11. Let's make sure we cover that ground first. Now that we got him there, let's get him. We gotta get him strong. We got to get him strong. So we'll see, man. I'm willing to give him one more fight. I'm willing to give him one more. You know what I'm saying? Only because he's been out for so long and he got a lot in front of him. It ain't like he got nothing but he's surrounded by nothing but sharks right now. I mean, whether it's Wilder, whether it's Luis Ortiz, King Kong Ortiz, whether it's AJ, whether it's Fury, whether it's whoever, he's surrounded by sharks. And before he enter those waters, he better be ready. He better be ready. You know what I'm saying? And what I seen in there tonight, it ain't ready. I'm just being 100. It ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Even all the work that they've been doing, it's a work in progress. It ain't ready. It ain't ready. Andy need to eat some more Canelo tacos, man, and get a body like Mike Tyson. That ain't gonna never happen, bro. Hey, but I don't know, man. Them Canelo Jones, man. I don't know. Then again, I don't know. But he been down there with them for a while, man. He should be. And you know, like I said, man, it gotta be more than just a conditioning thing with Andy. We got some good some answers, not all the answers. And the answers that we got is going through a 12-round fight, being able to stay punching. Well, that's good. Especially being out of the ring as long as Andy been and questioning his dedication and fitness and conditioning. That's good. But we need to see the power and we need to see the punch resist. You can't be getting knocked down by 40-year-old Chris Arreola. No way. If that was the case, man, if Deontay Wilder would have hit you tonight, bro, you'd have been knocked out. You'd have woke up and thought you was Superman. Bro. Nah. Punch resistance, I'm wondering. We'll see, man. We got to keep that. You got to keep that thick neck. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep that thick neck. That helps. You know what I'm saying? That definitely helps. Muhammad Tola say, yo, man, Reynoso told Ruiz from the jump that if he ever shows a lack of discipline, that he is out of there. Yeah. And that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so far so good. I mean, like I said, I'm not one to jump on him so hard for being knocked down. It just it's concerning. It's something that we're gonna consider going into his next fight, and it's something that make us go, nah, he ain't nowhere near no way, because I mean, it's just Chris Arreola, bro. Like, we expected you we want to see you stomp dudes like this, so we can big you up and say you right. Nah, man, it's just 40-year-old Chris Arreola who been inactive longer than you, knocking you down. And like I said, man, Andy got back into that fight tonight and he pulled it out. because Chris Arreola gave up a lot going down the stretch, man. Most ain't gonna give up that, man. Most ain't gonna give up that. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. Running back to make it clear the next time around. Hey, that'll be something. I don't think they'll do that, but that'll be something. I think it was definitive, bro. I think it was definitive, G-Ball. I think it was definitive. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think next, like I said, I think Luis Ortiz, Adam Kalnaki makes sense. What about Charles Martin? Charles Martin versus Andy Ruiz. How about that? Something like that? I like that fight. I like Charles Martin versus Andy Ruiz. I like Charles Martin versus Andy Ruiz. Something like that. He needs something. He needs something just like about right there. And then if he needs to pass that with flying colors, man, and somebody that's not 40 years old that's going to continue to test him on down the stretch, because I just don't know. I don't know, man. And then Andy got mocked up real good tonight too, y'all. He needs to fight Parker, then Ortiz. If he wins them both, it will be hard for Joshua to deny him a rematch. That's a good lineup right there. I take that. I take that, WB Steve. I take that. I'll take Parker, and then I'll take Ortiz. Like I said, I'll take Parker any day of the week just for the revenge of it. I'll take that any day. And I think he can catch Parker right now and get him. From what we seen tonight, come on, man. I thought Derek Chisora got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I can see him getting his revenge back. That'll be something to see. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Joseph Parker don't fight American heavyweights, man. He's too busy running after Eddie Hearn, man. We already know what that's about. You know what I'm saying? We already know what that's about, man. You know what I mean? The guy lost so much weight, got a new trainer, been out of the ring since 2019, still dominated after the knockdown. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. I mean, that's the way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? But see, boxing fans, we got to understand, man. You got to understand the circumstances that's at play here. I wanted to see a dominant performance, but I'm not going to say Andy. I'm taking the better lane. If I didn't see a dominant performance tonight, then I'm not going to say that he's ready. I'm not going to say he's ready for progression. I'm going to say he's going to have to be the Kalnaki. He's going to have to be the Charles Martin. He's going to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Andy ain't super Andy like when he had those belts and everybody thought he was the great. No, that's not this guy. This guy's trying to get his mojo back, man. And tonight, being knocked down by 40-year-old Chris Arreola, I'm just, nah, man. Nah. Nope. JP say, yo, man, no excuses. Ali came out of the federal pen straight to the ring. Equal no excuses. Equal that's elite. Hey, that's special. That's what special fighters do. If you special and you do something like that, but that ain't Andy. Andy ain't that. Andy is the dude that's going to have to take his time. He got Eddy Reynoso, new trainer. You know what I'm saying? He got to take his time. They not going to do it. PBC ain't going to do it. PBC going to sit back and see what they seen tonight and going to pump their brakes. They already, plus they got a lot of heavyweights, man. They got a lot of heavyweights that they can mix it up with Andy. It ain't like they got to rush Andy. They don't have to really. It ain't like Andy is in a position where he ain't got nobody to fight. Andy got a lot of smoke. Andy is surrounded by a hell of a lot of smoke. I mean, like I said, Kalnaki, Luis Ortiz, Charles Martin, all of them, all right there on the same networks. Boom. One call like Uncle Al. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? If they probably won't put him in it, I think him and Kalnaki is something they'll probably look to explore, man. I think that's a real good possibility. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a real good possibility. Hit that thumbs up for the homie, man. Hit that thumbs up for me. And subscribe and rock out with the homie MainmanMademan. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? We got 730 people up in this joint. Hit the thumbs up for the homie, man. Hit that thumbs up. Thumbs up. Hey, yo, man, y'all comments keep skipping, man. I'm trying to choose one. Every time I try to click one, it just skip on me. Let me see. Y'all going back and forth. Curtis says, yo, man, Parker could be an enforcer for a New Zealand gang. Yeah, whatever, man. You're too soft for that, bro. You're a soft fighter, man. I don't know why y'all thinking that this dude is rough. He got to be rough to be an enforcer. Bro, man, Derek Chisora bought water that man tonight, man. Hey, man, Derek Chisora bought straight water that man tonight, Joe. Nah, man. I ain't nothing tough about no damn Joseph Parker, man. And I'm rocking with Andy in the rematch, man. Let's get that rematch going. It's funny that they have a full fight of Mexican fighters for Cinco de Mayo weekend where the black fighters fighting each other for Black History Month. Man, we need more black fighters fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we need a lot more of that, man. Juneteenth, the whole nine. We definitely need more black fighters fighting each other and commanding more money. You know what I'm saying? Because it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, but it's a lot of that going on, man. It's a lot of that going on. You can shut that down. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that going on. But hey, and when that happens, you get the most exciting fights, skill on skill. You know what I'm saying? Mainman, love the content, bro. Who is the top of the pile right now? In my opinion, it's Fury. In my opinion, the top of the pile right now, I got to give it to Fury. I got to give it to Fury. I can't take that away from Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury right now is the top dog. But you know, he owed my man a fight. I think he still owes Deontay Wilder a fight. I think that he got to do what he said he got to do on paper. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. But as far as the rankings are concerned, definitely got Tyson Fury on top right now. Anthony Joshua number 2. Deontay Wilder number 3. Joshua got all the belts. You just got to place him in the right place. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Joshua Chin has always been suspect, though. You know what I'm saying? He has been knocked down quite a few times. Hey, Andy got to get back into that fight, man. Hey, look, man. Hey, Andy being Andy, hey, the odds increase heavy towards Andy's favor in that fight. I ain't saying in his favor, but his odds increase more. I mean, shit. Andy focused and a much more stronger version and conditioned version of him against an Anthony Joshua. Man, I mean, look, he'll build a lot of confidence amongst the fans. Y'all will believe in him more again. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. I like to see that fight, man. Anthony Joshua cannot escape the division, man, or escape boxing before you see Andy Ruiz. But however, Andy Ruiz got to also keep winning. Andy Ruiz got a lot of responsibility, man. He got to keep winning. And he got smoke around him. He got shocks around him. You know what I'm saying? All day. I'm about to shut this down, man. For those who just came in late, man, check this out, man. Andy Ruiz pulls it out versus Chris Arreola by unanimous decision, getting knocked down in the second round, knocked down for the second time by the second fighter throughout it in his entire career, man. Surprising. Didn't know nobody expect for Andy Ruiz to be knocked down by 40-year-old Chris Arreola. But beyond round 5 on down, it was pretty much all Andy Ruiz dominating each and every round, using combination punching, using his fast hands, using his jab to use it as a range finder, get within range, letting 3-piece combinations go, jab to the stomach, combination punching to the stomach. You know what I'm saying? Pulled it out, convinced the judges. Some of the fans ain't going to be too happy with the judges' scorecards. But look, man, I thought either way you cut it, Andy Ruiz still pulled his fight out by a decent margin. My final scorecard was 115 to 111. You know, Andy Ruiz needs to, by being knocked down, man, and having some questions about his punch resistance and power, pump your brakes, get a surefire answer, go back towards the mid-tier. You got a lot of smoke around you, man. You know what I'm saying? And mix it up with something like that, man. At the end of the day, we'll see what happens with Andy Ruiz. His progression right now, just not convinced that he belongs with the elite. And if he gets in there with somebody elite, he will mess around, get himself stopped. You know what I'm saying? That's just from what I seen tonight. But who knows? Andy's a tough SOB. Showed a lot of heart tonight, digging deep, escaping that second round. That wasn't easy for Andy Ruiz to do. You know what I'm saying? All day. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Thomas says, yo, man, Ruiz lost his hunger and did all that talking in the build-up, calling himself the Mexican Tyson, and didn't back it up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even see that. Is that what he said? I hope he wasn't playing himself as no Mexican Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing look too strong about him tonight. He looked fast. Look lightning fast. Look lightning fast. Condition looked good, man. Like I said, could carry that combination punching at least through 11 rounds. You know what I'm saying? 12th round, it was a lot of wild punching, but through the 11 rounds, he carried his combination punching. Wasn't no pop. You know what I'm saying? Where was the pop? He was missing the pop. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. Keep this man away from Deontay Wilder, huh? I hear that, man. I hear that. I agree with you. How is Wilder still the number 3? He lost every round in TKO in his last fight. And who you going to put before him? In 10 rounds and 12, the one before. Who you gonna put before him? This man still was the longest reigning heavyweight and then some, just for one loss. Who you gonna put before him? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the proper order things right now, man. Dillian White right now, he just getting back on his feet. You know what I'm saying? That man lost to Alexander Povetkin. Who you gonna put before him in that top 3? Don't say Andy. Please don't say Andy. You know what I'm saying? Don't say Andy at all. Shit, not at all. Andy ain't even in that conversation right now. I'm trying to give Andy the benefit of the doubt and give him another touch and say he needs to go to the mid-tier to get sure. He ain't sure right now. He's still developing, bro. He's still a development. You know what I'm saying? One more fight, and that's it. After that, throw him into the fire. You know what I mean? It definitely ain't Andy, though, bro. Come on, you can stop that. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely bomb squad, without a doubt. You really underestimate AJ's resume. And what do you mean AJ cannot escape the division? He can't leave the division. I mean, he can't leave I meant to say the sport more so. Can't leave until we see Andy Ruiz. He got unfinished business. That's unfinished business. Is that not unfinished business? If it's 1-1, who retires with 1-1? OPMA. Who retires like that? He has unfinished business, bro. You cannot leave until you see Andy Ruiz. Just like Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying? You owe Deontay Wilder a fight that you agreed to on paper. You can't leave until you fulfill those agreements. You know what I'm saying? But Andy Ruiz, he actually got a victory. He made AJ quit, man. We ain't gonna forget that. AJ came back and took advantage of an overblown Andy Ruiz. At the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, you got to see that man. Y'all can't forget and act like Andy just disappeared and that win just went nowhere. No, I can't forget. JP in the super chat, man. Much love to the fam, man. Much love to you, man. You the realest out here, man. You keep putting in that hard work, man. Southeast DC on deck, man. That's what's up, man. That's home sweet home right there, fam. Much love to you, man. You know, man, like, hey, man, when I see from the city come on through here, man, that give me a whole nother energy right there, fam. Real spill, man. Much love to you. Much love to everybody that hung out with me tonight, man. It's like 1:30 out here, man. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. I'm a little tired. Y'all can tell my voice getting a little weak, man, and I don't want to get too repetitive, man. Much love to the fam, man. Thumbs up, man. Much love to you, JP. Much love to everybody out there that rock with me tonight. The entire fam, everybody know exactly who you are. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up. We're going to break this down some more tomorrow. We're going to be back for a live stream. We do a weekly show called We Talking Boxing Live on Sundays and Thursdays, man. So tomorrow is Sunday, so we're going to talk more about Andy. Let me sit down. Let me sleep on it. Let me process it. You know what I'm saying? Get my voice back and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're going to come back and we're going to talk more about it, man. Y'all come on back through here tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up for me. Subscribe. Rock those bells. Join the fam and the whole nine, man. I see y'all then, man. Y'all have a pleasant night. Stay safe. Protect yourselves. Protect your family and all that good stuff. Y'all already know what it is, man. I see y'all tomorrow, man. Until the next video, man. Thumbs up for me. And don't forget to subscribe. Until the next video. Peace out.